Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast, and Stephen A. Smith addressed former Cowboys receiver Dez Bryant. Now, I like Dez, right? Dez keeps it real. You know, he likes to talk, especially when he kept it real with the whole Malika Andrews situation. You know what I'm saying? But he also had a tweet recently. I couldn't find it. I don't know if he deleted it or whatever. But he made a tweet about hoping to fight or would like to fight Stephen A. Smith and somebody else. I forgot. Stu Presidente, that was his handle. I think that was Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports. But Dez Bryant made that tweet, right? And you know, it was bad. Okay, because Stephen A. made a good point. I don't agree with Stephen A. Smith on a lot of things. And Stephen A. Smith, look, we are allowed to criticize him. We're allowed to, he does commentary, and we're allowed to do commentary on his commentary and his takes, right? But for Dez Bryant, I do side with Stephen A. Smith on this, man, because like at the end of the day, man, like it's all talk. You know, this is sports and entertainment commentary. We give our opinions. I'm a dusty nobody on the internet. I give my commentary on a lot of stuff as well. But that does not mean now to hoping to fight somebody. You know, Dez Bryant tweeted like, "Oh, it would be a blessing to fight." You know, Stephen A. Smith and everything like that. And Dez Bryant, you know, followed, and Stephen A., you know, he addressed it, okay? He addressed it in his vid, okay? And basically was like, you're much bigger than me. Why do you need to fight me? What issues you got going on that you feel the need to fight me and whatnot? And Stephen A. made some cold lines saying, listen, I get paid to talk ish. What did you get paid for tweeting that out? You know what I'm saying? So Stephen A. definitely came back with some bars, but Stephen A. has also been a supporter of Dez Bryant in a lot of ways too, man. And so, you know, I understand that maybe Dez Bryant didn't like the Stephen A. Smith video in defense of Malika Andrews. Okay, that's one thing, right? But to use that as your catalyst to fight, you know, saying that, you know, I want to fight these guys because, you know, and you know you can't touch them because y'all protected. So I'd love to be in the situation basically where it's a sanctioned fight where I can fight you legally in the ring. It's like, bro, okay, you know, why? You know, he didn't, but Stephen A. was funny because he mentioned off a lot of athletes that he mentions like DeMarcus Lawrence, like you didn't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and right. You know, listen. You know, picking on somebody smaller than you, man, in terms of a physical contest is lame as hell. You know, so Dez Bryant loses cool points on that. And Stephen A. Smith handled this. He handled this the best he could, and you know he got some cool points for the way he handled it. Right? Stephen A. Smith could have went off in a lot of ways. He kind of almost went on the deep end a little bit, listing off all the issues with Stephen A. Smith. But he didn't. I'm sorry, listen to all the issues with Dez Bryant. But he didn't go off too much. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he wrapped it around and was just like, look, man, this is not needing the space. You know, it's not necessary. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's a professional. He's like, yo, listen, like nobody says that, you know, all you do is catch balls, and we didn't criticize you for that. You know, you are more than that, you know what I'm saying? But you got paid to catch balls. Stephen Smith gets paid to do commentary, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yo, for Dez to come at Stephen A. Smith, I get a lot of people will probably like it, you know what I'm saying? Someone like me, you know, I try to be objective, but I do criticize Stephen A. Smith, but I don't also support, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's in a celebrity type of boxing match, like, come on now. Stephen A. Smith is what, 55 years old, 55, 56 years old. What that would not be an entertaining scenario. I mean, maybe for people who want to see Stephen A. Smith get knocked upside the head, okay, I guess so, but that's kind of weird too. You know what I'm saying? But no, not at all, man. So, you know, look, Dez Bryant is announced a couple days ago that he's gonna be coming to I believe he's gonna have his own podcast, and I'm sure it's most likely gonna appear on YouTube. So this could be a rollout, you know, because Dez Bryant has been very outspoken on Twitter and definitely outspoken more recently on a lot of different things. So I'm sure people are gonna be excited to hear his opinion in a live or video format, right? So I guess this is just a way to build up some promo, but to use Stephen A. Smith to fight, suggest that you would like to fight. I don't know if that's the way to go about it, but it got people clicking, it got people buzzing, right? So we shall wait to see Dez Bryant's debut on whatever social media platform, most likely this podcast on YouTube. He didn't get much more details about that, but just overall though, man, I do side with Stephen A. Smith on rare occasions, and I think that Stephen A. Smith, he handled it. He was right to address it and give it the energy it needed, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to see two guys, definitely two black men, talking like this. Especially from Dez Bryant's side. What's the whole point? What would this accomplish, right? And I like Dez and everything, and I think Dez can have a good career with his personality going forward, but to tweet something out like that is not necessary. You know what I'm saying? And I think Stephen A. is alluding to, like, look, Dez, you're smarter than this. All right, Dez is not some idiot. Okay, he knows better. You know what I'm saying? So I don't support what he tweeted, and I appreciate the way Stephen A. Smith had handled this. So all that being said, I hope it gets put to rest and Dez can actually flourish, because I do like Dez Bryant. I hope he can flourish on his podcast, and I will be tuning in to see what he has to say when that time comes, when he decides to release it. So y'all let me know what y'all think about all this, man, with Stephen A. Smith and Dez Bryant. And Dez Bryant tweeting out wanting to fight him, man. Crazy, yo. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.